Welcome back everyone to the Kigs Retro channel. I hope we're all having a good week so far. Just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribes and left comments and stuff like that. It's been amazing support on the first week in the channel. I think we're on like 84 subscribers, so yeah, thanks very much. It's amazing. When the first week, I never thought in a million years I'd get to that many subscribers and support within the first week, so thanks very much. But I thought this would be a great opportunity to just look at what we've got so far after the first week of collecting PlayStation 3 and let you know how the collection's looking, what games we've managed to get in the first week. So there's some great top hitters in there, grails in my eye, just because they're over a certain budget. But yeah, leave in the comments if there's any games out that you don't see in there that I should be picking up. Any games in here that you think it's definitely a great game, or you've played it, or it's in your collection. So yeah, let's dive in and let's see what stuff we've got for the collection after the first week of collecting. So, in no order, in any particular order, let's start off with the first game. And the first game we've got is The Hobbit Lego. Now, I'm a massive fan, if you've seen the previous videos, a massive fan of The Hobbit and just the Lord of the Rings series in general. So yeah, I was delighted to get this added into the collection. Really good game. Just a really fun, Lego games are just such a fun game to play. £4 from me, I'm happy to add that. It's in good condition. Manual and disc is in good nick, so yeah, definitely happy to add this in the collection. You can let me know your thoughts on The Hobbit, if you're a fan of the Lego series and the Lord of the Rings and just in general the Lego series. But yeah, really enjoyed this game, so I was delighted to get this added into the collection. Next game is probably one of the great series in total, is Batman Arkham City. Now, I've not played this recently. I used to play it years ago when I first had the PlayStation 3. But yeah, the Batman series is just a fantastic game. I really wish they can start maybe bring out a bit like the Spider-Man for PlayStation 5 is bring out a Batman version. Hopefully, cross fingers, we might get that. But yeah, delighted to add this into the collection. Manual, all the stuff as well, so I'm delighted it's in good condition. And for £2, and how much fun you can have in this game is yeah, a no-brainer for £2. So yeah, again, let me know in the comments if you've played this game, what's your thoughts on it, do you like the Batman series? But yeah, absolutely love it. Next game is a game I've actually not played, but a fan of the series, and that is The Walking Dead. I didn't even realise there was console games out, so yeah, I've not really heard much people talking about it, to be fair, but yeah, interested in seeing what it's like. Let me know if you actually have played this game before, if it's any good or not. But yeah, £4. But again, fan of the series, and I just thought it definitely a good game to add to the collection. It was just more piqued my interest than anything else. So yeah, happy to add this into the collection. Next game, we've got Transformers the game. Now, I think these prices will go up in the Transformer games, because just movies are great, and yeah, just the games are not like the best games out there, but they're just fun games to play. And yeah, for £4, happy to add this to the collection as well. You know, everything's in good nick. I try to make sure that, you know, the disc is in good condition and the manual's there when I was starting this collection. So yeah, I was definitely glad to add this into the collection. But again, let me know your thoughts on this, if it's any good or not, or what your thoughts are, if it's worth the pickup or leaving in the collection. But I'm happy with it anyway. Next game is going back to the Batman series, is Arkham Origins. So yeah, just straightforward, you know, as I said. The game's in good condition. The Batman games are really good. Yeah, you can just play for hours and hours. I can't remember if this is the one that I wasn't a massive fan of. Was it Origins? It's been that long. But for £6, slightly a bit more expensive than the other one. But yeah, really good game, to be fair. To add to the collection, and they're just fun games. As I mean, you can play for hours, and for the price point, you can't really grumble. Medal of Honor. Now, I picked this up because the campaign back in the day, I absolutely loved the campaign. Medal of Honor series is just brilliant. It's a shame that they kind of stopped, but yeah, delighted to kind of add this into the collection. The condition's good. And yeah, always been a fan of the Medal of Honor series way back from PlayStation 2 days and stuff. So yeah, the campaign is a really, really fun game. I can't remember if this has actually got multiplayer. I think it does. I've never actually played multiplayer on it. It was always the campaign I really found interesting. I always thought these games, or the campaign, was so much better than Call of Duty campaigns, but you can let me know what your thoughts on it. But I just really enjoyed the Medal of Honor series campaign. I thought they were always the best, and it's just a shame that they no longer do them, to be fair. But yeah, happy to add that into the collection. The box is a wee bit battered up, so I might look at getting an upgrade, and for £1.50 I'm sure I can easily get an upgrade. Next game is an Essentials Assassin's Creed Brotherhoods. So I'm going to be looking to get the Essentials collection in. I've seen a lot of YouTubers and stuff doing it. I think just because the case and stuff like that, I think it will look great in a collection. And but yeah, you can't really go wrong with Assassin's Creed. All the games are absolutely fantastic. I wasn't actually a fan of the latest one. Just wasn't really my kind of cup of tea. I felt like it kind of slacked a wee bit. But I think one of my favourites has got to be Black Flags. That was one of my top Assassin's Creed games. It was brilliant. Valhalla was good as well. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to bringing out a new one. But yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of the latest one on the PlayStation 5. But you can let me know what your thoughts are on this Assassin's Creed, or even the Essentials. Do you think it's worth picking up Essentials at the moment, or do you think it's just it's overhyped? Or because they are quite hard to get in store. There's not really a great amount of decent games, so they're obviously very popular. But is it just trend? Do you think it's worth it? But yeah, let me know. Next game is following up from another Assassin's Creed is Revelations. So this is quite a good one for £1. Really good game. This is a bit of a kind of special edition version for only £1. It's a no-brainer to get this added in. Comes with the soundtrack and the disc as well, and manual. And yeah, listen, your Assassin's Creed game, it explains for itself. Great game, great series. And yeah, you can get hours and hours of fun for just £1. Definitely worth picking up in the collection. So another one I picked up on the Essentials was Batman Arkham Asylum. So yeah, fantastic game on the Essentials and only for £2. I don't really have to get too much information into this. You know the Batman series. But yeah, really good nick. Delighted to get that added into the Essentials and the game collection, and for £2. Again, that's the benefit of when you're collecting the PlayStation 3 at the moment. I think the games are really affordable. So I think it's worthwhile actually starting a PS3 collection in 2024 like what I'm doing, because the games are just in such a good price point. And I think in time the PlayStation 3 will increase in price. Prices will shoot up. So I think it's definitely worth getting a collection of PlayStation 3 games. But yeah, you can let me know again on the Essential if it's worth doing it. Next game, not the best game, but it's definitely just one I'm always going to add back in the collection because I remember playing it when I was younger. It's Pirates of the Caribbean, World's Ends. As I say, the games aren't really the best, but it's just a fun game to have. I love Pirates of the Caribbean series, so yeah, for the sake of £2.50, it's got its manual, the disc. Yeah, yes, they're just fun games to play, to be fair. A bit of nostalgia right there. So yeah, I'm delighted to kind of get this added in my collection. It's always on my list to get, and yeah, for £2.50, it's a no-brainer as well, really. Next game is one of my favourite Medal of Honor games. It's Airborne. So yeah, for £4, and again, Medal of Honor, the campaigns are just brilliant. Again, really good condition. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think on the Medal of Honor games. Do you think the campaigns were better than Call of Duty? Or do you think Call of Duty had better campaigns, etc.? But yeah, let me know, because I guess it might just be personal preference. But yeah, for £4, absolutely delighted to get this into the collection. It was definitely, and it's in really good condition. The case is in good condition, manual disc. So yeah, great. I'm looking forward to actually playing this again, because it's been so long since I've actually played it. Next game is Star Trek. Now, it's a game that I've never actually played. Obviously, looks like it's based off the recent movie. I'm a fan of Star Trek, so I didn't realise it was a game in the PlayStation 3. But yeah, added it in the collection. It does have its manual and stuff just behind there. But yeah, let me know if you've played the Star Trek game. Is it any good? I've never really heard anyone talk about it. But yeah, just I'm kind of a fan of movies and series and stuff. So any kind of movie and series related, I'm kind of delighted to get the game into the collection. It just ties a bit of a personal note to me, especially when I enjoy the series and movies. So yeah, I'm delighted to get this in. But again, let me know if you've played this, because yeah, I'm unsure if it's any good or not. Next game, now I'm not kind of happy with the condition of this, but it's just such a good game to get. I'm sure I can easily get that off. I'll just maybe watch a YouTube video, what's the best way to get the stickers off. But Ghostbusters, absolute classic game. Really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it, especially even the newer ones and stuff. Brilliant. And yeah, can't really go wrong with Ghostbusters, guys, can you? It's such a nostalgia movie, and the gameplay is actually quite a fun game to play. And this cost me a five at my local independent game shop. But yeah, delighted to get this one to the collection again, because it's movie related. It was always going to be on my list anyway. Great game. So first bundle done. So next one is Medal of Honor Warfighter. Now this game is probably the least favourite in the Medal of Honor series, but it's a game that I had to add to the collection because I ideally want all the Medal of Honors. So I added it in, but yeah, it wasn't my most favourite in the campaign and stuff like that. But it's a good game to add to the collection, good condition, and for £2, yeah, great game to add to the collection, as in great series, just not the gameplay itself. It's just not the best when it comes to campaign and story to that one. But that's just me. Let me know your thoughts if it's any different. Next one we've got is, well, we'll go with the first one, Kane Lynch. The first one, brilliant. Now these are games that are just iconic for the PlayStation 3. Really fun games. Yeah, picked this up for £4 again in my local independent store. And yeah, you can just get a good few hours of fun in this game. It's brilliant. I've never actually played online on this before, but the campaign was just a really good story behind it and stuff. And that kind of leads me to the Kane Lynch 2. So again, another good couple hours of gameplay in there. Brilliant series, just a good story. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I love the cover, I love the disc. The disc is fantastic. You know, the colour and the manual in there, it's all in good condition. So yeah, definitely happy to get this in. So yeah, you can let me know. I've just seen there's bloody writing in there. I've not even noticed. Look, I don't know if you can notice that. Just noticed it. Yeah. Look to go home, Street Eyemouth. So yeah, definitely need to maybe try to get a replacement in that there with just a bit of writing, but it's just a cover. But yeah, really good game to add to the collection. And yeah, let me know your thoughts on these if you prefer the series of the Kane and Lynch. But I really enjoyed it anyway. Next game is an absolute banger, I think anyway. One of the best games I think came out in the PlayStation 3 was LA Noire. Such a great game, detective. I thought back then the graphics way back then were fantastic for this game. I'm surprised it's only £1.50 for the enjoyment and the story behind it and the gameplay. It's just such an underrated game. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this, because for £1.50 I think that's way too cheap. I think it's a bargain. The gameplay in it is brilliant, and a Rockstar game for £1.50. And I generally think this is up there with the best Rockstar games that they've made. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that one, because I don't know if it's a bit like Marmite or whatever, but I absolutely loved it. I think the story's brilliant, and I just wish they actually brought out more games similar to this in the new gen consoles. So yeah, great game to add to the collection. Next game we've got is Angry Birds Star Wars. Never really played any Angry Birds in the PlayStation 3, but fan of Star Wars, and it just looks like a fun game to play when you're bored and stuff. I obviously played Angry Birds on your phone and iPad and stuff, but yeah, delighted to get this added to the collection, and just looks like a fun game to get. And for a five quid, you can't really go wrong, really, can you? Good game to have. So yeah, good game to get in the collection. Next game, and only for £1.50, is Dishonored. Great game. I think it's can't remember if I actually completed it or not, but yeah, it's definitely worth picking up for £1.50. Game, the story is quite good, the gameplay is great, and not play. I need to really get time to actually play this, because I do fancy getting it completed and getting back into it. But yeah, such a great game, and for £1.50, just love the PlayStation 3 at the moment because of the pricing. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Dishonored, if it's any decent or not. Now these games are, the next game is Call of Juarez, the Cartel. Now these games are brilliant back in the day. I used to love the kind of old western right back from my PlayStation 2 when Gun came out. That kind of, then obviously when Red Dead came out, that blew it out the water. But these games are just fun kind of westerny type games. Obviously Cartel's a bit more up to date, but yeah, great game. This must have came into a collection, not to be sold separately. You can see way back then, and it was in cash converters for £17, which, Christ, I don't think this game's worth that. But yeah, I picked it up for £2 in CEX. Just a yeah. If you're a fan of these series, let me know. But yeah, I'm delighted to get this one added to the collection. Next game is Transformers Dark of the Moon. Now, I've never actually played this game. I played the first Transformers, so when I seen this, I had to pick it up. £4, disc and manual. Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to try to get some time to play this in. Hopefully next couple of weeks, because I'm a fan. I quite enjoy the Transformer game, so I'm hoping this is kind of going to follow up on that. And yeah, let me know the thoughts if you enjoy these games or not. So another one, now I've just picked this up because I'm a fan of the Lord of the Rings, is Aragon's Quest. Never played it, never tried it, so I've got no idea if it's any good or not. But I had to add, for £3, I just wanted to add it into the collection. PlayStation Move, obviously compatible, but I've not really been interested in PlayStation Move. So, but yeah, let me know if you've played this, because I'm interested to see what it's like. I should look up some gameplay. But I'm just a fan of Lord of the Rings, a big fan of Lord of the Rings, so I wanted to get that added in to the collection. Next game, following up from Lord of the Rings, is War in the North. It was always going to be a game that I was going to add into the collection. Yeah, just a fun game. And as I said, I just love the Lord of the Rings games. I think Gollum was a bit of a massive letdown. I think it got kind of hyped up, and yeah, I wasn't a fan of Gollum in the PlayStation 5, but yeah, what can you say? Can't beat them all, but these games were brilliant. These Lord of the Rings series were great. And I just wish they brought out more games like this. I wish they brought back, the Two Towers and the Fellowship, Return of the King and PlayStation 2, and even just brought them out so you could get them in the PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 5, because of such enjoyment in those games. But yeah, delighted to get this one added to the collection. So another Lord of the Rings game is probably one of my favourites, apart from the PlayStation 2 ones, is Lord of the Rings Conquest. I've had so much enjoyment of this game. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I'm going to look like ideally try stream some of these games. I've just received my new HDMI splitter to go with the capture card to try start streaming some games. Now doing some reviews on it, and this game's definitely going to be in there. Yeah, it comes with a manual and disc and stuff. It's all great. So yeah, it's just a really fun game. You get to play some of the heroes in there, like Gandalf and stuff like that. So definitely worth picking up. Yeah, so I picked this game up only because at the Facebook group PS3 Ain't Dead, they've got a massive hype on Rage. I've never actually personally played it, but for the hype it was given and for £1.50 I had to pick it up. So that's a shout out to you guys in the Facebook group. Added it to the collection, and yeah, no idea if it's any good or not, but yeah, I'll definitely get it added to my list to get it played over the next month and see what it's about, see what the hype is all about. But let me know let me know in the comments what you think of this game and if it was worth picking up. But for £1.50 again, you can't say no, it's not worth a pick up, because they're that cheap. So I'll do the two games at the same time is Fear and Fear 2. Definitely, listen, I'm a massive fan of the horror games back then. Yeah, these are just like iconic for the PlayStation 3. Really good condition with the manuals and stuff, so yeah, can't really go wrong. And that's hours and hours of enjoyment. I paid £7 in total for the two games. So yeah, can't really, again, it's just so cheap. But let me know your thoughts on Fear, if you've enjoyed the series in Fear. But it was always going to be added in my collection as soon as I seen them. I thought as soon as I seen the first one, I had to pick up the second. And because it's such a good game. they're such a good series that it's just kind of fun, that kind of horror action kind of game. So, or horror themes as such. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Uncharted 3. Uncharted is an absolute classic to go with the PlayStation 3 series. I just seen this. I've not picked up the other two yet, but for £1, this is a part of my pound challenge. £5 challenge and try to find great games for £1. And yeah, you can't go wrong with Uncharted series at all. You can get hours and hours of enjoyment. And yeah, let me know if these games, do you think they should be worth a lot more, or do you think £1's about right? I think personally they should be worth a lot more, because how good the games are and how good the series is. But again, you can let me know. Next game for me is South Park, the stick of the truth. So I actually didn't realise, but supposedly the American version of this it's got a lot more better content. The UK version's it's kind of been changed a wee bit. It's not as bad as the American one. So I'm going to try pick up the American version because it's meant to be a bit more funnier, a lot more content in it. It's a bit like the TV series, where in the UK they've decided to change it slightly a bit, so it's not offensive. But I absolutely love South Park. Still watch it to this date. And I've played all the ones so far, apart from the new one, because I think it's Snow Day, because I'm unsure about it yet. But I'm sure I'll pick it up at some point. But yeah, delighted to get this one added in. And yeah, if you're a fan of South Park, definitely get these games because they are so much good. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try maybe get the US version just to see the difference. And I might even do a video on that, the difference between them both, when I get a chance to do it. So yeah, next game is Lego Lord of the Rings. Had to pick it up. Fan of the series. As you know, there's no point me going in too much about it. I picked up The Hobbit, and I had to pick up Lord of the Rings. Great game, great game. There's not much said about that. For £5, it was always going to be added into the collection, so delighted with that. And Call of Juarez. This is the Western edition. So yeah, as I said before previously, this is a fantastic series to play. It does come with the disc and stuff. I just not took it out the cover and the manual. But yeah, CX. I just think some CX just throw this into the case. I think it's a bit lazy, but I've not changed it yet, so I can probably say it's lazy myself. But yeah, £1.50 for that. Really good series, the Call of Juarez series. Great Western game, and definitely worth playing and picking up. And for £1.50, you can get many hours of that. Are fun, and I can guarantee you will not be let down if you pick this game up. Next game is Destiny. This is also a part of my pound challenge on games that you can pick up for £1 and get many hours of enjoyment. And Destiny is an absolute classic as well. I think it's such an underrated game. It's got the manual and stuff like that in there. And the disc is actually in really good condition. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on Destiny if you're a fan of it. But yeah, I'm happy to get this added in to the collection. Now, this other one is in the pound collection, but I've never played as Lost. Now, I did enjoy the series. I've just never actually played the game. I've never heard anyone actually talk about the game, so I don't know if it's any good or not. But for £1, it's worth the gamble to me. And yeah, definitely pound challenge. But yeah, you can let me know if that's a win. But it's a part of a TV show, so I had to pick it up. That's what I like to do. Anything that's TV related, I want to pick up, or movie related, I want to pick up the game for it. Now, game Enemy Front. I can't actually remember this game. I'm sure I did have it way back in the day with PlayStation 3. But yeah, I've just not played it. I'm a massive fan of the kind of World War games and stuff like that, and war games. So yeah, I'm looking forward to actually getting this played again, because I can't remember it. I'm sure I did have it, but yeah, let me know in the comments of what you think of this game, if it's worthwhile, if you've played it. Yeah, I just can't remember it, but I was definitely want to get it added to the collection, because I definitely did have it in the collection. I'm sure I did, but yeah, old age is coming in. When you hit your 30s, you start forgetting stuff. So yeah, next game to add to my collection was Assassin's Creed Black Flags. I am going to try and get the full Assassin's Creed series, but Black Flags was one of my favourite, and I even still play it to this day on the PlayStation 5. It's just such a great game, and yeah, just it's crazy like how long these games got made, but yeah, you go back and I think it just holds in time. You know, the graphics were great, even for back then, compared to even some games now. You know, Skull of Bones, I was looking at getting that, and when you look at it, it just looks horrendous compared to Black Flags, you know what I mean? And look at, for the price of £1.50 compared to that game, it's like a no-brainer. And so yeah, great game. Assassin's Creed, brilliant to add to the collection. Black Flags. Now this was another one that I don't think I've actually played, is Brink. It was added on my £1 collection. I love the cover art. I think the cover art's fantastic on it. It looks like a really fun game to do. Really good condition. Disc is in there, manual. And yeah, I picked up mostly for the cover art, but yeah, I'm sure this game will be quite good. And for £1, yeah, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong with anything for £1. Any game for £1, you cannot say is a menu. If it was Take That and stuff like that, yeah, maybe, but games like that, you got to give benefit of the doubt. So yeah, that's another one that I've never actually played, I've never seen before, is the Bureau. And looking at the back and stuff, that kind of gave me early noir vibes, and I thought I might pick this up, and yeah, end up picking it up, and I'm kind of glad I did, because it does look really interesting. And I'm really looking forward to playing this game actually. Hopefully in the next couple of nights I'm actually going to put this on, because it is right up my street. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this one, and if it's worth picking up. But yeah, delighted to get this into the collection. The next game is, again for the £1 challenge, is Hitman. Now these are iconic games. The Hitman games are brilliant, absolutely brilliant, just because there's so many different ways to actually, you know, it's like using your kind of initiative on different ways to kill people and be a proper hitman. And yeah, these games are just, for £1 again, these games are brilliant. You've got to add this into the collection. So yeah, delighted to get this added in. Let me know if you're a fan of the Hitman series. I know the movies are really good as well. But yeah, delighted to get that one added in. So next, to end it, we've got the kind of bigger hitters. The bigger hitter games. It was kind of some of them grails, bad classes, because over £20 I class as a grail. But first game to that is the Simpsons game. Now, iconic game. It's always important to add the Simpsons into the collection, you know, especially from PlayStation 2 days, like Road Rage and stuff. So when there's a PlayStation 3 version of any Simpsons game, you've got to add it into the collection. This is in really good condition, colouring's great. £18 this was in CEX. And yeah, listen, you can just get so much enjoyment and fun in the Simpsons games. And yeah, so much nostalgia to it when you put it on, especially when you just turn it on and you hear the theme song. So it's just a game you can never really get bored of, and it's just a fun game to play, and definitely one to add to the collection if you're going to be starting a PlayStation 3 collection. So next game for me is Rambo. Now this is kind of classed as a grail for me, because it was always on my list. Now the gameplay isn't really the best, but it's Rambo. The movies are just iconic, fantastic. And the story to this is actually quite good. It goes through some of the movies and stuff, so it's definitely worth picking up. I really enjoy it into the collection, and for £22 from CEX, you can't really go wrong. To be fair, it's definitely worth picking up. Let me know your thoughts if you played this game and what your thoughts are. I did release some game footage in my channel on a video a few back. But yeah, just a really fun game, you know, and the movies are brilliant, and because it is movie related, it's always going to be on my list. Next one is a bit of horror. It's Silent Hill, Homecoming. Now this is again a grail for me. It's on the grail list. Now it's crazy how expensive the Silent Hill games are, especially when you look at PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 1. Do you think they're overpriced? Do you think it's overrated? I really enjoy the games, but I'm sure I've seen like one for like £150 in like CEX, and I just thought, that's crazy. But yeah, great condition. Boxes and stuff and disc is in really good condition. It's kind of an iconic game. I did have it way back in the day, but yeah, didn't ever think that these games would be so rare and people wanted just the cost of them. But yeah, let me know in the comments what's your thoughts on Silent Hill, because that would be interesting. Next game is a Grail, probably the most expensive one. It's just and I've never even heard of it prior to collecting. Is Alice Madness Returns. Played it, really fun game. Obviously, it's quite problem solving related. Um, and yeah, it's just a really obviously it's movie related as well. So for me, it's great to add to the collection. But yeah, £35. I don't know if I don't think it's worth £35. But it's just such a fun game. The box art is fantastic. The gameplay is fun. But it might be overhyped. And but yeah, let me know if you think that is overhyped. Do you think, is it just because it's maybe there's not many, you don't really see them around, that's why the price is there? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that one, because it would be interesting to hear other folks' opinions on this game. And if you think it's worth the price or you think it's just hyped up. But yeah, it was an alright game to play. I quite enjoyed it and stuff like that. So yeah, great to add this into the collection. So yeah, it was another Grail. Next game for a part of the Grail was always going to add this in. Deadpool, great game. Really fun. Can't wait for the new movie to come out with Wolverine. Really looking forward to that. Really fun game. Yeah, and it's just that iconic Deadpool series, and it's a really funny game to play. And yeah, fantastic. Delighted to get this one added in. £22. Comes with the manual and all that stuff in the disc, and disc is in good condition. So, but yeah, let me know if you're a fan of Deadpool. You think this game's worth it? Do you think it's worth the £22? And yeah, again, let me know if that's worth adding in. Next one for me is just because Family Guy, because I've had to pick up The Simpsons, I had to pick up Family Guy. Again, this is a really fun game to play, just full of nostalgia. It's got the disc and manual and stuff. So yeah, you can't really say much about it. It's Family Guy. It's great. I really enjoy it. The story too is quite fun, and yeah, always glad to get this into the collection. And as I said, I'm mostly looking for games that are kind of movie related and stuff, and got a good TV series. Just because it gives it a bit personal to me. So as soon as I see any of these, and yes, they'll always end up being a bit more expensive, but they're always going to be added into my collection. And great, so let me know your thoughts on Family Guy. Now the next game, the last game, is a game that I didn't even realise was around until I seen in one of the Facebook groups this the History Channel series, and this game came out and it's called Civil War, and it was an American exclusive. So yeah, I was always a bit of a fan. I always thought there should be more Civil War kind of games because it's quite fun gameplay. But yeah, picked this up. It's got the disc and stuff, but the disc is actually in the console because I have been playing it. It is quite a fun game to play. And yeah, it's a shame that this never came out in the UK. This cost me, I think it was like £25 off eBay. So they're quite rare. But yeah, I've actually ordered also the full collection in the History Channel via eBay. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to getting them all added and getting played. But yeah, been playing it. Gameplay's graphics are a bit, but for what they are, they actually are really fun games. And yeah, get to jump on the cannons and stuff. So yeah, really fun game. But yeah, let me know if you've seen this game before. Great. If you've not, what's your thoughts on it? Did you know this game existed? I certainly didn't. But yeah, I'm happy to get this added into the collection. And yeah, so as you can see, there's been a lot of stuff there after the first week of collecting. I'm trying to find time to get them played because I do play the games. And yeah, I'm just so glad that how the collection's looking so far. So yeah, that's it from me. Let me know in the comments what you think of the games. Let me know what games I should be collecting next. And yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, like the channel, guys. Anything's much appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.